Buyer beware, the Incendiary buckshot pamphlet. Welcome and thanks for tuning into the video. What I'm going to go ahead and do with this video is give you guys a little bit of insight as far as what the Incendiary buckshot pamphlet entails, what level you unlock it at, what price, and also the damage output compared to some of the other rounds in the game. Now we all know that shotguns play a vital role in this game, and there are some special ammo that unlock at level 80 and 84, but I'm specifically going to go ahead and cover the Incendiary buckshot pamphlet, which unlocks at level 80. So before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to my friend Mr. Dolphin, who ended up letting me test these rounds on him so I could give you guys a better idea of what to expect. So in this clip will be the first actual moments of me testing these rounds out on some NPCs. I do have to admit the animation is pretty impressive, just riding up on somebody, blasting them, setting them on fire, and then, just watching them burn. I'm going to go ahead and take out another NPC. Just know if they are on a horse, it will take out the player as well as their horse. And, you will see something pretty impressive right there. This pamphlet will unlock for you once you reach level 80. All you have to do is go to the fence, just like with all the other pamphlets in the game. It is going to cost you $860, and there is an option to pay 35 gold bars. So I guess if you are going to go ahead and purchase this pamphlet, that's a decision you're going to have to make based on the status in the game at the moment for you, whether you feel like paying the cash or you feel like paying the gold to unlock this. Now, you will be able to carry 14 rounds, which is huge for the shotguns because I find myself running out of shotgun ammo a lot between the 60 regular rounds and the 60 slugs that I have. So having an extra 14 rounds is going to be pretty huge, but depending on your feelings on the price, it may not be for you. Now you will also need to use Moonshine and regular shotgun ammo to go ahead and craft that, and we'll get into the Moonshine here in a second. So as I said, if you have the mortar and pestle, you can go ahead and craft this on the go pretty much anywhere, which is really convenient as long as you do have the Moonshine. And you could go to a campfire. Any of those options to go ahead and craft this would be ideal. This is going to be something pretty valuable, like I said, considering that you're only allowed to carry so much shotgun ammo, but the price of this is going to be the big factor on determining whether this is for you or not. In order to craft these, you're going to need to use 1 bottle of Moonshine and 1 shotgun round. You will end up spending over $30 to craft 14 rounds. But luckily for us, Moonshine is pretty far common in the free roam area where you can go ahead and find these, in abundance. I have a particular area that I like to go to near Little Creek River. There's a ranch and also this tower where you can find 1 Moonshine here. And then you'll see in the next clip, I end up putting up on the map where the location is for the ranch. You can also find 2 at this location here, 1 at a tent outside, and there's also 1 on the table inside. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the different rounds. You will notice that the regular shotgun rounds have almost the same exact stats as the Incendiary rounds. The only thing is you will get about a 20% increase for damage with the Incendiary rounds. And as we go through the testing here, you'll see where that plays a bigger factor. So we're going to have our first test with the Incendiary rounds at kind of a medium to short range. Now, a lot of people use shotguns only at short range. Some people will use them a little bit further out if they activate Deadeye. But this is just to give you an idea of the damage. A lot of shotguns at this range will be a one-shot kill. So if you're primarily a short game shotgun user, then this may not be for you because you might not really get that increased damage bonus because they usually do kill with 1 shot. So we're going to go ahead and switch it up at the same range with regular shotgun ammo just to go ahead and test it out. And this is why I'm saying if you're primarily just a short range shotgun user, you may not be interested in this round because the fact that it will do the same exact thing and be a one-shot kill. So for this part of the test, we're going to go ahead and use regular rounds. We're going to increase the range a little bit, moving back a little bit further just to go ahead and get a damage reading. Now keep in mind, Mr. Dolphin is level 15. I don't know what kind of perks he has on. I have all my perk cards active for all these tests. You're going to see I take away half his damage, and this is where you will start to notice the Incendiary rounds damage bonus will play a bigger factor as you get further away. We're at the same distance as we just previously tested with the regular rounds. Now we're with the Incendiary rounds. We're going to go ahead and take a shot and see exactly how this damage increase factors into these shots versus regular rounds. So I'm going to go ahead and take another chest shot, and you're going to notice that this is going to be a one-shot kill even from this distance, so you do notice that there is a good increase in damage with the incendiary rounds at a further distance. And this is the last test of the video. We're using incendiary rounds. I'm going to be one step outside of lock-on range so we can get a reading. You're going to notice he's not going to die by the initial shot. He is going to die by the fire damage. Again, certain abilities or the level of a player and their health may play a factor in exactly how this works out, but at least what it'll do is will knock the player down, and it will give you a chance to go ahead and get a second shot off while they are defenseless. So I want to send a huge shout out to Mr. Dolphin. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are of this, if you have it, your experiences. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.